Josh and JKU here. Today we're going to be installing these whip lights from Audexen. So we'll start with a little unboxing. And as we can see, it includes our two US flags, two remotes, two whip lights, second whip light, two power cables for each, and I've got an idea on how we're going to power this. And it looks like a mounting hardware package for each of the flags. So the unique thing about these lights that I really want to point out is the quick disconnect. So wherever you mount them, simply need to pull this off, and it's much like an air hose kind of disconnect. So that way the only thing left on your vehicle when you want to take the lights off is just this little mount. And it simply pops back in. So where we're going to mount these is to the actual corner of my bumper, because I happen to have a hole on the other side of my bumper that fits this perfect. So we'll put one on each corner of the back bumper. So the way these mount is just a simple hole need to be drilled, screw the nut and lock washer back on, and your mount's ready. Then all you have to do is mount your power, and it screws into this. So at any time you can take these off, put them back on, all included in the package. So everything you need to mount these quick and easy. The way I'm going to mount the power to these is I have a trailer output on the back of the Jeep. So what we'll do is we'll mount the power to a trailer plug. That way all I have to do is plug into the back of the trailer mount when I want to connect these, and I'll have power. And obviously, since they're LED lights, the only time I'm going to be running them is at dusk and later. So we'll do that through my tail lights. So as soon as my tail lights are turned on, the whip lights will come on, and I'll be able to control them with a remote. So let's get to installation. So as I mentioned before, I already have a hole drilled right here in my bumper. So all I have to do is take the quick mount, put it through my hole, come up from the bottom with my flat washer, lock washer, and nut. We'll put them on in that order. Tighten that up. Grab my whip light. Simply bring it down. Bring up the quick disconnect. Now, in following suit with most Jeep bolts, it requires an 18mm socket to tighten down the quick disconnect. Go up underneath. Tighten that down. And there we go. Off comes our whip light. Back on. And the great thing is, when you're all done, the only thing you have sitting on your bumper here is the quick disconnect mount. No wires, no nothing left. Everything comes off with the whip light. So as I said, for power, what I'm going to do is use a trailer plug. A friend of mine suggested this, and I thought it was a really great idea because it makes it very easy to disconnect the light bars and take them away. So what I'm talking about is one of these 4-prong plugs. This is the trailer end of it, so it'll plug right into the back of my receiver plug. So what we'll do is we'll take, as you can see, I've modified this one and cut the turn signal wires out, so it's just tail light and ground. And then we'll connect the red and black to red to the tail lights, black to the ground, and simply plug this in and should have power. And then we'll take the extra wire that goes behind and we'll zip tie it up so that they fit very snugly underneath the back bumper of the Jeep, all being hidden all the time but easily removable. So before I join the wires, what I'm going to do is slip a piece of heat shrink down over these so that when it's all done and connected with the butt connectors onto my trailer plug, I could slide that heat shrink up over and make sure these have a very tight seal. So we'll get to twisting the black and the red together, and then we'll connect those to the white and the brown of my trailer plug, which is ground and tail lights. So we'll twist them like that. And those are ready to go into the butt connectors. So we have two barrel connectors. We'll put the red in first. Grab our crimper. Go. We've successfully connected the reds. We'll put our barrel connector over the blacks. Do the same thing. Connected. Now we'll grab our trailer plug. And we will do the brown to red. Brown is the power for my tail lights on a trailer plug, 4-prong. And do the same. Connected. And white, which is ground. Connect that. Crimp it. Make sure it's pushed in there all the way. And done. So now we have a plug. Slip our heat shrink down over that union. We'll run a heat gun over this real quick, and we will have a plug that is well connected, sealed, and ready to simply just plug into the blade on our trailer. We'll apply a little heat with my heat gun. Shrink up this tubing. There we go. We now have a nice sealed connection that can simply be plugged in. So we'll show you how that works. So we're down here at my receiver. As you can see, I've got my trailer plug that we just built. I'm going to bring that straight up, plug it in. Now I'll take the power to my light. For right now, I'm just going to run it outside of the bumper, but for final purposes, I'll run it behind. And we just simply bring it over here, plug it into our whip light, there's a little slot so you know that you're lined up correctly when you plug it in. Plug it in, screw the attachment, and now we should be ready to power on the light. We'll go ahead and turn our taillights on. As you can see, our taillights are on, and as you can also see, our whip light is on and working. So now we'll grab our remote and see what we can do with this. So by default, when our light comes on, it clearly goes through all of its color schemes. So we'll pull the little battery protector out of the remote, set that aside, and now we can power them on and off. We could change the colors to auto. It looks like it turns into numerous color schemes. I could change it to various modes. You can see it, multiple modes. There's all lit up in white, yellow, blue, pink, green, blue, red, pulsating from, looks like green, red, blue, back to red, multiple flash, a pattern that looks like it stacks the LEDs in little pairs of 5. Same motion but in different colors. Looks like the possibilities are endless on this. I can also go to just choose a color. Go to red, blue, green. I can turn the brightness. Looks like up and down. If I'm in a mode, I can change the speed. So we can adjust the speed up so it goes through its pattern faster or slower. I must say, these lights are really cool. They're going to look great. As you can see, I've completed the installation of the flags. Very simple installation. It comes with 2 of these metal grommets with a rubber coating. Simply wrap it around the whip light, attach the little loop along with the quick release tab to the flag, set up, and there you go. What should look like flying down the road with the US flag waving behind us and these beautifully well lit Audexen LED whip lights. So as you can see now, we've got the installation complete. Our LED whip lights are lit, cycling through auto right now. As you can see, I went ahead and finished off the installation on the driver's side to match the passenger side, following the same procedures we did earlier in the video. And then we have it wired down through our trailer plug, as we've shown. So we have all the excess wires zip tied, and we can simply unplug the connections here on each side. Unplug it from our trailer connection, then pull the quick disconnects here on the lights, and our whip lights are off, left with nothing but the little stub holders. So very convenient product, built very well, and as you can see, it's broad daylight and these LED lights are lit up really bright. So I'm looking forward to getting them out this weekend in a parade and showing everybody what they can do. Thanks for watching, and buy your Audexen whip light soon.